Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. Please do keep in mind that these reads are general, so don't try and force any of the messages to fit with your current situation, okay? Only take what resonates for you and just use your discernment, basically, okay? Right, so we're going to find out what's going on for you guys in your current situation, and as always we are going to be pulling advice messages as well, okay? Right, what's going on for our collective, please? Right, so recent past, you have death, the moon, and the world, okay? Your current situation, ace of coins, karma, which in this deck is judgment, or it would be judgment in traditional tarot, the 9 of swords, and the near future is 9 of cups, 5 of swords, and the 7 of wands. Okay, right, current overall energy is the star. So you could be, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, any of the 4 fixed signs. We've already mentioned 2 of them, so adding on to that, you could be dealing with a Leo or a Taurus. You also have Gemini as well, okay? Now, current overall energy being the star, this is about wish fulfillment. It's under that one, the King of Coins and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so yeah, your current overall energy, you're definitely focused on your future stability and security. You could be focused on being a provider, providing for your family, providing for yourself. You've definitely moved on and healed here from a really difficult situation with the Star and the Ace of Swords. Or you're currently making good progress on healing from some kind of devastating situation here, okay? Really tapping into your own wish fulfillment as well. I do feel that it's necessary to get more messages on that star energy. Can you tell us more about the star, please? Overall, it seems to be that that you're doing really quite well with the Star, the King of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. You know, you're doing quite well in your day-to-day life. Even if you're not feeling it, you actually are doing really, really well. Can you tell us more about Star for our collective, please? Okay. Page of Wands off center. Okay. That can indicate a lack of enthusiasm or a lack of inspiration, you know, but that can always come from just feeling tired or being overworked, you know. Your Page of Wands normally is an energy of being excited for the next thing that awaits you around the corner, okay? When it comes out in reverse or off center, it shows like maybe a little bit of a lack of ambition or a lack of inspiration. It's really temporary energy, okay? At the moment you could just be feeling really tired and, you know, wondering where your get up and go went type thing. So yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that because it definitely does feel like it's temporary energy. There could also be a lack of enthusiasm for something specific to do with the other person who's shown out in this read, okay? Now you've got death, the moon, and the world. So this is your recent past, okay? Definitely some kind of ending here that was incredibly painful, that had you really not just in your feelings, but death with the moon, that can indicate some kind of depression. Maybe someone triggered your dark night of the soul for you. Let's find out. Can you tell us more about death energy for our collective, please? Tell us more about, okay, the 3 of Cups and the King of Coins. Okay, so yeah, I mean, King of Coins now is coming out twice. The King of Pentacles, whatever you prefer to call it, okay? Some decks say coins, other decks say pentacles. I always say coins just out of force of habit, okay? It's the same card, same energy. The Three of Cups, though. The Three of Cups. Were you supposed to be working or collaborating with someone here on like a business project or a business idea? Or was this someone else interfering here that caused this particular ending? Yeah, you got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So something ended here unexpectedly in your recent past, and you had to, or you were expected to, bounce back from that really quickly, okay? It doesn't feel like you gave yourself enough time to basically process whatever hurtful event happened. What's going on with the moon? Oh, it's landed on the floor. Okay. The Lovers, and okay, the Four of Swords and the Lovers. It's like you had to step back here from something. It could have been a relationship. Now, with that being the Lovers, listen, it's not always going to be romantic, okay? The Lovers is a choice, and it always says for you to choose love in everything that you do, okay? It can be about a business partnership here that ended, or equally, it can also easily be about a romantic situation that ended. Again, this is where you're going to have to use your discernment because it is a general read, right? But it shows that you had to give up, you had to surrender some kind of relationship or connection. It was forced on you here somehow. That decision was forced on you. It's not a decision that you wanted to make, definitely not one that you made lightly, but certainly one that was that you had no choice but to surrender that particular connection or relationship. Can you tell us about the World energy, please? And again, the World is closing out the cycle, okay? Ace of Wands off center with the Chariot off center, yeah. This is starting something new, but it didn't quite go according to plan because it came out off center. So it's like at the start, you were really enthusiastic about it. You were enthusiastic about its potential, but then for whatever reason, it started to take a bit of a left turn. It's almost like because of this disappointing situation, it could be like a project or a work thing, or as I say, an intimate relationship that started off really good, but then it just degraded super quick. You know, it was like 1 minute you were both on top of the world type thing, and then the next minute it was just completely disorientating, okay, with this Chariot coming out off center. I do feel that this ending basically knocked you for 6, okay? Again, whatever area of your life this ending is referring to, I don't think that you were expecting it to end as soon as what it did, you know, because it started off so good, it started off so well, and then the fact that it did end and you had no choice but to walk away from it or, you know, put this idea to rest was quite disorientating, definitely. Now, your current situation is the Ace of Coins, Karma, and 9 of Swords. So, as I've already said, this one is Judgment in traditional tarot. In this deck, it does indicate that there was probably something really quite karmic about this project, about this other person as well. It could be Indications here that it was only ever supposed to be temporary, but we've also got this Nine of Swords, which indicates that somebody's stressed and worried about this ending that has already happened. Someone's worried about the past. You know, the past is still holding someone hostage here with this Nine of Swords, even though they've got this Ace of Coins, which is an opportunity to begin afresh, an opportunity to start something brand new. Someone's like that, well, I don't really want that new thing. I want to give this older thing up here a decent chance, because I wasn't given a decent chance there. It doesn't feel like I can completely make peace with that, because it's almost as if something was snatched away here. Okay, someone feels like that was snatched away. Either it was another person or an opportunity. Again, take it as it resonates. But there's definitely indications of other people's interference here with this particular Three of Cups. Now, I don't normally get interference with the Three of Cups under normal circumstances. But in this read, for this particular energy, I am picking that out as being interference. Okay, someone else interfered with this connection, or they interfered with your business, whatever it was. Okay, and it's almost like if it weren't for them, this thing here might still actually be going. But then Spirit's saying, well, if you give it a thought, actually, no, that thing, it would have degraded the way that it did. It's just this person's interference sped up the process. That's all that's really happened here, okay? It was going to dissolve or degrade anyway. They just made sure that it happened quicker. Okay, can you tell us about the Ace of Coins for our collective, please? Tell us about the Ace of Coins. Okay. Yeah, the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life, that is all about life lessons, okay? And again, it is going to sound a little bit patronizing. It's not supposed to. It's also come out off center, right? So I'll get to that in a minute. But this is considered to be the true key that opens the door to ancient knowledge and to the mystery world, okay? That's why it's the Tree of Life. This is basically your life journey, okay? This is an acknowledgement of the journey that you've taken so far. And it's a reminder that there is still so much that is yet to come. Now, with this coming out off balance, this is screaming out at me that someone who is resonating with this energy is sitting there going, well, what's the fucking point anymore? You know, what's the point? Because every time I build, someone else comes along and destroys what I've built. And that's why you've got that Page of Wands that came out off center. That sort of lack of enthusiasm, that lack of passion, that lack of get up and go. You know, it's telling me that basically you're allowing other people to hold power over you. You're allowing other people to dictate to you what you can and cannot do, okay? Because of their prior interference, because of their prior meddling ways, because someone has absolutely come along and pulled something down that you were building, and now you're just like, what's the effing point, you know? That's why it's come out off center, because Spirit's trying to remind you, look, there is still so much of your life journey that is yet to come, okay? There is still so much positivity that you're yet to experience, still so many beautiful moments. Now, your Tower is coming out to clarify this karma energy, right? So whoever that meddling individual is or was, they are going to be getting punished for the part that they played in that situation, okay? Because ultimately, when you interfere with someone else's free will, it forces things out of balance. And the universe does not like it when things are not in balance. It's going to force things back into balance, and we experience that forceful energy as being karma, right? So with the Tower clarifying karma, whoever that is, they do have it coming to them, okay? Whatever they dished out to you, they've got exactly that coming in for them, okay? Be under no illusions, especially with that combination. They are going to have to suffer the consequences of whatever this is that they took part in, okay? There's no two ways about it. Can you tell us more for our collective? The worst thing that you could do in this situation is basically to roll over and surrender because of them interfering, okay? Faith in the reverse positions, that's Hierophant energy. Yeah, it's time for you to be disobedient, okay? The Spirit does not want you to roll over, quit, give in, surrender, okay? They don't want you doing that. Spirit is legit saying, look, you can bounce back from this, you can recover. I mean, you're most of the way there already, okay? You could be considering revisiting, say for example, if this was a business that was destroyed by someone else on your behalf, for example, you could have been considering revisiting that old business idea and seeing if you can rebuild it into being something better than the original plan that you had for it was, but then quickly losing enthusiasm for it through remembering all of the trouble that it caused you the first time round. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Spirit's saying, look, you can recover, you can rebuild. They don't want you rolling over and quitting on whatever this is, okay? Basically, what this person's interference has done, whether it be a business or a relationship that you had with another person, their destruction has actually revealed to you the blind spots that you had, okay? They revealed to you the weaknesses, the glaringly obvious holes, for example, that your business had, or that this relationship with this other person had, you know. That they weren't actually that smart or clever, so definitely avoid giving them too much credit. But as I say, all they did was they revealed to you any weaknesses, okay? So now you've got that information on how they did what they did. You're able to go back, revisit that, rebuild, and make sure that they holes are patched up, okay? That is exactly what Spirit's telling you here, okay? Can you tell us about the Nine of Swords for our collective? Okay, yeah. Can you see how the vast majority of these cards are coming out off center? The Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, a Page of Cups, and a Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're being told that you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to go it alone. You can delegate certain responsibilities here. You're definitely carrying a massive weight on your shoulders that is stopping you from making a good judgment call, that is stopping you from making good decisions, okay? So, I mean, that Seven of Cups, that's a scattered energy anyway, even in its upright form. But to have a scattered energy is double confusion. So they're saying here that it's going to be a really good thing for you to have some kind of plan put in place, okay? And yes, definitely do focus on your recovery, but try not to slip into any kind of self-loathing, okay? If there's any extreme self-blame, self-hatred, anything like that, you are needing to process that and work through it so that it's not consuming you, because at the moment it is definitely all consuming, and it's impacting on your own ability here to be creative. Okay, I'm also seeing that there's a lot of false energy with that particular Page of Cups coming out off center. What is this Page of Cups? Whoa, a Page of Coins off center. Okay, with the King of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, definitely it is time for you to regulate your emotions, okay, and consider your next steps very, very carefully. The Page of Cups off center, to clarify that Page of Cups, tells me that certain friends of yours were revealed not actually to be loyal friends throughout this particular process, because they change sides awfully quick. Okay, in an effort, I'm seeing in an effort for them to save their own skins, or in an effort for them to save themselves, but whatever. It could have just been their reputation as well. But certainly you didn't have the backup and support of a certain people that you thought up until that point you had their backup and support. Definitely strong betrayals here. And then your King of Cups. So yeah, it's time for you to regulate your emotions here. You've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit's saying literally, you still have all of the tools that you need in order to be successful in your life. It's just about how you apply your knowledge, how you apply these said tools. You've got the Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Now this is coming out in your near future, okay? So you do have wish fulfillment, happiness, feeling more secure as well. Your Nine of Cups is a card of abundance and having enough, being enough. Okay, Five of Swords right next to it though, which is a bit of a cause for concern. What's this Five of Swords? I think they're reversed. Two of Wands, Justice, Ten of Coins, and Page of Swords also in the reversed position. To clarify this Five of Swords. So it's pretty inevitable at this point that whoever the interference came from, they are still going to try and interfere yet again with something new that you're trying to create. You could be moving on to a new relationship, and then they come back in, try and interfere with your new relationship. You could be kickstarting a new business, and they come back in and try and interfere with your new business. Again, just however it resonates. But that competition, the interference, is still going to be there. However, it is going to backfire on them, as I've already told you right there. Okay, you cannot allow another person stop you from living your very best life just because they don't like it. Okay, you cannot give somebody that amount of power and control over you. Two of Wands in reverse, that is something being stopped, and I feel that it's them. They are being stopped. Justice in the reversed position. Everything that they did to you that was unfair, that was imbalanced, that was uncalled for, is being weighed and measured. Like, who they are as a person, who anyone is as a person, is dictated by how they treat other people, and that's being weighed and measured, and they're falling short. Okay, they seem to think that they are above the law, which is spiritual law and man-made law. They seem to think that they can just get away with doing whatever they want to do to other people without any kind of consequences. And maybe that has been true for them up until now, but it certainly isn't true anymore. Okay, and again, justice in the reverse, that's someone actively and forcibly trying to go against the free will of another person, and the universe doesn't like that, because it pulls everything out of whack. It pulls everything out of balance. 10 of coins in the reversed position. So through this individual's desire to try and destroy you, what they're actually doing is they're destroying themselves, okay? They've probably tried to attack your home, your finances, your business, as I've already mentioned, your reputation as well. It's all backfiring on them, all of it. And they are actually running the risk of losing everything themselves. I mean, you can see this energy for yourself, okay? If they had spent more time watering their own garden instead of being in competition with you, they would have been absolutely fine. But this individual has made it their life ambition to be in firm competition with you, and that ultimately is destroying them. Okay, Page of Swords in the reversed. That's someone who is spying with ill intent. It is also lies. It is misinformation. Okay, it's gossip. It's slander. It's straight up slander. Can you tell us more about this slander, please? You've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So they've probably slandered you, saying that you slept with however many people, whatever. Okay. Do keep in mind as well that accusations from people like that are actually confessions. Okay, can you tell us more? Thank you. Yeah, the moon off center. That's to clarify the slander. The moon off center. They're saying, yes, it is painful. Try not to let it get to you, though. Okay, because it is the moon. It's reflections of who they are as a person. They're basically reflecting back to everyone else who they truly are as an individual, and people are actually paying attention, and they're starting to notice that now. Okay, they're basically, whoever this is, they're making themselves look really stupid. They're making themselves look incredibly bitter, envious, jealous. They're also coming across as being incredibly shallow. Okay, because the evidence is you're trying to live your best life here, and for the most part you are legit succeeding with that. Okay, there's just this one incident here that you've never really fully recovered from, and you know what, that's fine, because everybody's got that one thing of their past that they never really fully did recover from, at least not until they see some kind of comeuppance for the other person involved. I get it, I completely understand. Okay, sometimes that can be very beneficial and very healing for us when we witness someone who basically tried to kill us or destroy us, when we witness them going through some kind of karma. You know, it can sometimes be very healing. I appreciate it doesn't sound very nice, but you know, ultimately they can't run around trying to destroy people like that and expect nothing to come back on them. Life doesn't work that way. Okay, certainly when someone's done all of that to another person and then their chickens all come home to roost, it's going to be really difficult to empathize with them. Okay, I mean, I'm certain lots of people are going to have lots of different opinions on that, but I said what I said. When you witness someone vile, evil and disgusting getting exactly what they deserve, that can be quite healing. It is not to say that you've put your own life on pause and, you know, while you're waiting for this person to get their comeuppance. I can see clearly that that's not what you've been doing at all. Not at all. This is Seven of Wands, please. Reversals again, look. Knight of Wands reversed and the Five of Swords now in the reversed position. And you got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. This was always just a matter of time. The second that they targeted you, they put a target on their own back. Seven of Wands is all about protecting yourself, so consider additional protections. Okay, now that could be energetic protections, it could be like CCTV in your home, in your car, in your business, whatever. Okay, whatever is going to make you feel more proactive in protecting yourself, then that's going to be beneficial for you. Okay, Knight of Wands in the reversed position, that's someone losing their temper. Okay, that is literally someone losing total self-control. That can also be someone violent as well. Right, so if you know that this individual's got a violent streak, then definitely yes, your protection is going to be CCTV of some kind. Okay, and then the Five of Swords in the reverse position. This is lingering resentments here. Okay, this person has always held some kind of resentments towards you, whether that was by design or not. It could just be they resent you because you are you, or they resent you because you used to be romantically involved with someone that they are now romantically involved with. I don't know. Okay, it's a general read, but there is resentment here that this person has always had towards you, and is all coming out now. Okay, it says that this individual is not going to win, and that you're not going to back down, and that you're not just going to curl up and give up on yourself because they demand it. You know, you're not falling for that. You're being divinely guided and protected at this point in time with this Temperance card. Four of Coins and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, see how he's demonstrating that he's protecting what is valuable to him there. So there's a really strong metaphor there for you guys, for you to protect what is valuable to you. That could be your ideas, it could be your property, it could be your loved ones. Nine of Swords, it's worry and anxiety. Ten of Cups, Knight of Swords. There's definitely arguments here that's going on within a family home, or about a family home. There's certainly a lot of infighting that's going on here. Okay. I have no idea what title I'm going to give this read. Can you have healing message for our collective that's resonating with this, please? Okay. As I heal my mind, I heal my body. That's number 2. Okay, the connection between mind and body is so direct that we can feel the physical impact of specific thoughts, information, or different forms of communication. Yeah. We can sense feelings of worry in our belly, anxious thoughts in our chest, and how mental stress can alter our appetite, to mention a few. Have you noticed how your body and mind are interconnected? Are you experiencing physical imbalances rooted in a thought system and patterns that are not serving you? Now is the time to realize that your thoughts are much more than an inner radio of endless chatter and scenarios. Instead, feel the mind's power regarding your physical body and reality. Thoughts are fueled with energy that directly impacts all layers of your body, all the way to your cells. Your body just gives you a physical manifestation of the more subtle layers of your mind, energy, and soul. Take time to integrate mind and body through meditations and other practices that help you become more present and more embodied to heal. Yeah. So it's recommending meditations, journaling, creating a daily gratitude practice, finding the root of negative thought patterns, start noticing how words and the mind impact your body directly, ask your body what the mind needs and what the body needs. Engage in physical activities that distract the mind from constant thinking and create silence purposefully daily. And the symbols used are a horse for freedom and echidna for resilience. That's not how you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's the type of flower basically for resilience. I'm not very good with my pronunciations and stuff. But hey, that's what brain damage does to you, right? The point is with this message is I know a lot of people like to throw around the whole turn of phrase of sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. This is disagreeing with that, very much so. Words are damaging. Words are incredibly damaging. And especially when you're dealing with lies. Okay. I really dislike that turn of phrase because it completely disregards how much damage other people can do to individuals, to their reputations, to their businesses, to their lives. People have literally opted out of being on this planet through words that someone else has told them. So I challenge anybody who says sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It has happened time and time and time again. How many people have actually chosen to stop being alive because of lies and words from others? This is a stark reminder that people need to think before they speak. They need to engage that thought before they allow any nasty words to fall out of their mouth. I am reading for a collective here who has been seriously damaged by the words of another person. Now, either a relationship was destroyed because of the lies of another, a business was destroyed because of the lies of another, someone's reputation was decimated because of the lies of another. And whoever did that, they've got this tower coming to them. They're being judged. And the judgment is not going to go in their favor. They are going to have to pay for whatever this is that they have done to you, that they accused you of. They're going to have to pay for that directly. Now, I don't know how, and I don't know when. I'm not a psychic. Okay, I'm an intuitive. I can read the overall energies. I can interpret the cards. I can combine the energy that I'm feeling that goes along with the cards to get the specifics I cannot do. I've got no qualms of saying that. I work within my own limits. I know what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of. You're going to have to let this one play out and see what happens to them for yourself. Spirit is wanting for you guys to focus on healing your mind and healing your body. Start unraveling the damage that that person's lies have done to you. And if you don't resonate with this read, count your blessings and move along. Because I can tell you, I have been through something like that myself, where someone invented the most horrific lies that was completely unfounded. In fact, it's happened several times. The vast majority has happened by people who don't even know me, complete strangers. I don't give a shit about that. The worst one happened when it was someone that was personally close to me. Complete unfounded accusations. So even though this isn't my read, I can resonate with the message that's coming out. I can resonate with the hurt that someone's feeling at being accused of doing the most horrendous, horrific things that they didn't ever actually do. And they were punished for something that they didn't ever actually do. On top of that, there is a path forward for you guys that are currently going through this. There absolutely is. And this is going to require going in your own head and rooting out everything that that person said about you, said to you, accused you of. Look at it, analyze it, and then you can remove it from your thoughts. You can see the lies and the projection for what it truly, truly is, okay? You do not have to take on the things that they have said to you, the things that they accused you of. You don't have to take that on. And if that read has helped even just the one person, if that read has stopped even just one person from doing something permanent to themselves because they cannot cope with the lies that are being told about them, then I would say that that's a job well done. Because why the hell should someone else's life come to an end over a fucking lie? Why is that fair? Why is that right? It isn't. You've got help around you. You've got support around you in both the physical and the spiritual. For whoever this read resonates for, you can and you will rebuild. You abso-friggin-lutely will. Okay, I think we need to uplift the energy a wee bit, so I am going to pull from the Spiritual AF deck, okay? This is just going to be a bit of a, light-hearted fun at the end. Because that read was heavy. I think we need to uplift the energy before we close out. And funnily enough, the card that comes out is, your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Yeah. So Spirit's acknowledging you guys. You didn't do anything to deserve this. You didn't call this in. It happened to you. Yes, it's awful and unfortunate. You don't have to live with it though. Okay? Your healing is the bit that you're responsible for now. Right? You'll never be free of the people who harmed you until you take full responsibility for your own healing. No matter what family you were born into, what body you got stuck in, or what weird shit has happened to you along the way, this is your life and no one else's. Be tender with the parts of you that are hurt and the parts of you that are struggling. Take ownership of your whole, beautiful, dented, pieced together self. If you blame someone for who you are, then you give them ownership of you, and that sucks wet shit, doesn't it? So focus on what you can do right now to be your very own badass healer. Bam. Yeah. Yeah, you show that absolute bastard that you cannot and you will not be defeated. Okay? And that's my final word on that. I do have to close out that read because it's getting a little bit too heavy. My heart genuinely goes out to everybody who resonates with that happening to them. I'm so sorry that someone else put you through that. You didn't deserve that. Not in the slightest, not even remotely. You can be rest assured they are going to be taken care of. You need to take care of yourself. Okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. If you feel that you're needing a private reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.